What is up, everyone, and welcome to episode 61, only 8 more to go, of the Party Chat podcast. As always, I am your host, Squiggy, and I am joined by Slazo and Laura. Hello, guys and girl.
I've been here for an hour, kill me.
Kill you, you've enjoyed
Please
every
kill me.
second. You've enjoyed it all. All of it.
Just wanna do a podcast.
I'm ready to podcast, guys. I'm ready to podcast.
Well, I hope you are, because I've just done the intro. I've introduced you.
I love video games.
That sounded really genuine, Laura. You get those people in, I love video games.
I love
she does.
the
I
video
mean,
games.
What have you been playing this week, Laura?
Actually, yeah. What have you been playing this week, everyone?
I played Panda Pop.
Isn't that
I
a
played
drink?
Panda. That is a drink, actually. I think it's called Panda Popper.
Splash on the back of the pot.
I played some game where you throw cards at kittens. Like it was some.
Is that the
card
Exploding
throwing.
Kittens card game?
This real life.
No. I want that though. No, this was some online game, and I also played a game.
On the street, and you just
Just
start.
throw a card at it. Here's the king of clubs. Go on, card.
And I played some really shitty touchscreen game as well. And I tell you, I can get you the exact name. I played
While Laura works
Shuffle
out.
Cats Mini.
Shuffle Cats Mini. Yes.
I played Shuffle Cats Mini, and I also played Scroll.
I've not heard of that one.
No.
Arkanoid.
I've heard of
Which is-
Arkanoid.
I've heard of
and-
Arkanoid.
Endless Lake.
Not heard that one.
No. Which it's quite surprising you're talking about these games though, because these are actually our topic of the week games.
Are they?
No, they're not.
Oh.
So,
I mean,
you been
how
playing anything this
prepared
week?
though?
I have actually. I've finally got around to playing a bit more Pokemon this week, so I've pretty much done the first island. Been having some good fun on that.
I need to buy that still.
You really do.
I know. I kind of want to get it, but then there's like Christmas games and stuff, and then there's other games I want, and I'm like,
Don't worry, I'm still terrible at this. I mean, I went out to town at the weekend and bought Last Guardian and Picross, so you know.
Yeah, you're worse than me.
Play an hour of a game, buy a few more. That's how you deal with a backlog, right?
Yeah. At least I finished the game this week.
Mm.
I finished Bioshock, the HD one.
What?
I'm sorry, but I don't
First-
think it's
yeah,
fair because
the
I
first one.
can't finish. I can't finish a game called Endless Lake. It's literally called Endless.
You got to find the end.
No, it's called. But
There's an end.
Don't.
Everything has an end, Laura.
Why don't
No,
you play
yeah.
a game you can finish?
That's too difficult for Laura. Come on, Slazo. Anyway, yeah, no, I finished Bioshock, the original one, in the HD remaster. I love Bioshock. Like,
Is
I don't
it
think use of-
worth buying the HD version as someone who doesn't play Bioshock?
if you've not played them, I'd buy them. But like,
Okay.
because I could sort of, I know, like, because I've played it quite a lot on the original, like 360 version, and you can sort of tell that as part. I know it looks really nice, but I don't think it looks as nice as what it could. If that makes
Right.
sense. Like, I think they could have done a lot more with some of the textures, like some of the water textures on the floor in some places, and some of the textures around different
Have
parts
you
of it.
seen a 4K display and now it's ruined you for everything?
No, I've not seen. No, I've not. I've not.
Okay.
No, I'm just comparing this to when I played the original. Like, the original, although the graphics obviously weren't as, like, bright and shiny and sparkly, the texture stood out a little bit more.
Because
Whereas-
it's less jump, I imagine, so
yeah.
it's less kind of, oh.
Yeah, but no, it's still really good. Like, I love the story, I love the place, and the end boss is still a little bit rubbish. It was far too easy, to be honest. I don't think he hit us at all once.
Damn.
And it's not because I'm good at the game, before anyone thinks I'm, like, doing a humble brag there. I'm not.
Hashtag humble brag.
But anyway, this is...
Oh my god, we did a What You've Been Playing section.
I know.
We haven't done that forever.
I know. But anyway, this is the Party Chat podcast, brought to you every Wednesday by Retro Remastered. You can find us on iTunes and all other podcasting services, 9 a.m. Wednesday, and also on YouTube on Wednesday. I got better this week. It was 9:30.
You did. I was impressed.
You had to remind me, kind of, when you said you posted it manually to go up on iTunes and stuff.
Oh, that was because something on the back end went for some reason.
Yeah, but that reminded me to go on the internet and actually release the podcast.
Oh, cool.
But there we go. So as per every week, we'll jump straight into the news. There's only like 4, but like I can split a couple of them down. But really 4 sort of big, main news items. It's slow leading up to Christmas. All the big stuff came out last week with Game Awards and PSX. So we'll talk about some. I was going to call it Wii U there. It's not Wii U. It's Switch, not NX.
Switch.
I'll get there eventually.
I've had that name for a few months.
Yeah, I'm not good at remembering. I still want to throw the X up instead of like an S. It's like difficult. But anyway, so apparently the Switch is going to have GameCube Virtual Console. This is an article from Eurogamer. Some sources, I don't know what kind of sources, have confirmed at Eurogamer that you're going to be able to play GameCube games via its Virtual Console service, which is pretty good. I think awesome. How many podcasts ago was it we talked about the GameCube?
I can't remember the exact one we did.
But there was a lot. But I'll find it. I might put it in the description.
There's a lot of awesome GameCube games, and getting to play them all again is great. I think I mentioned on Twitter, I would love to play Sunshine again.
Yeah, starting off
an entire conversation about good old Sunshine memories.
That's the thing. Like, there's a lot of GameCube games. They've got to be reasonably priced, I think, if they do this.
Well, I'm thinking like what, 15?
Yeah. Well, how much are the N64 ones? Were they $11.99 when it first came out? Or something like that?
They were 1,000 points, which came to £7, I want to say.
£7? That's not bad. So yeah, maybe double that for a GameCube.
I think Wii games on the Wii U one are £18.
Yeah. So yeah, something in between there.
I think 15's fair price, and then especially if they put Paper Mario 2, so people can actually play Paper Mario.
Yeah, but I can see them even like Luigi's Mansion and stuff like that. Super Mario Sunshine, like you said,
Smash.
Smash will be on there. Mario Kart Double Dash maybe.
Mhm.
Animal Crossing's rumored to be on there.
I don't know if Animal Crossing, like that one, doesn't strike me as one you put on, but
I think it's rumored, but maybe the Metroid trilogy as well, even though they are on the Wii U.
Yeah,
is like the
why
stuff.
not?
But yeah, that'd be quite cool.
It's money.
Yeah, definitely, I would buy it.
Yep.
But no, that'd be quite cool. Hopefully there'll be some more.
Thing. I think a lot of people miss Animal Crossing on the GameCube though, because I feel the DS gave it new popularity, so a lot of people would.
I think it was like the vanilla experience, if that makes sense, before the.
Yeah, but I don't think it's a case of people should play it. I think it's a case of a lot of people would want to play it, so it makes sense to put it on.
Yeah, I think people would play it. I think, yeah.
Sorry, carry on.
I'd like to see Harvest Moon, the GameCube one, on there as well. I think Harvest Moon: A Wonderful Life, I think it was called.
Yeah, wasn't that the best Harvest Moon? Was that the best Harvest Moon?
I think so. It's the one.
It's one of the most fondly remembered.
Yeah, I'd like to see that go on there, but obviously, we could like spend ages talking about this. Just listen to our podcast where we talked about some of the best GameCube games of all time. I'll stick a link in the description below, if I remember. If it was in one of the first, was it in the recent podcast, or was it before the 50th?
I'm going to be honest. This is something we can discuss after the podcast.
Yeah, we'll talk about that after. Yeah, Slays all know. Slays always knows. So some more Switch NX. I was going to call it NX again. It's getting it's a bad habit. So
switch your brain on, Squiggy.
I need to NX my brain on. I know. So Nintendo showed off Zelda Breath of the Wild running on the Switch. Finally got it right for the first time, I believe.
On Jimmy Fallon. Holy crap!
Let's get into that. The Tonight Show. So Reggie was there with a working Switch unit and a copy of Zelda, but apparently Jimmy Fallon's a massive Nintendo fan as well.
That also, to be fair, what a great show to like mainstream, and he's a Nintendo fan. It's like
that is a good thing to see because
that's a really smart way to like get your console out there.
Yeah,
so.
But then they played Have you seen what happened at the end of the show later on?
Was it the Shigsy band bit?
Yeah, they played the Mario theme, and Miyamoto took a guitar and played along with them. Playing the Mario theme, which is pretty cool. Awesome. Yeah,
the fact they had Shigsy there as well is just awesome as well.
Yeah,
just in the audience.
I know that is pretty cool. I need to watch that. I've not watched it yet, but if you haven't seen it, it's on YouTube. Definitely check it out. It's Zelda running on a Switch. It's Jimmy Fallon getting excited about it. It's a Tonight Show. It's American. It's in your face. It's great.
It's the thing you can link people and say, "Oh, Nintendo aren't relevant in this day and age," and you're like,
What's that band playing?
Yeah.
And what was that game you were playing over the summer again? Remind me.
Are you talking to me, or are you just sarcastic?
No, that was a joke about Nintendo not relevant. Weren't you playing Pokemon Go this summer?
I had to try and think what game you were on about there.
I didn't know what he was on about either.
No.
Pokemon Go died quicker than
It did, but it was relevant for the summer.
It was a great trending topic for that month.
It was right.
Yeah.
To be fair, it's still popular now. But
It is weirdly
it's not
popular.
as-
I mean, you can tell it's not as popular because they keep doing like theme months, and you'll see someone tweet like they really like, oh look, it's new themes, and it's like, have a ditto. That's like a
Don't
great
talk to
break.
me about fucking Ditto.
Oh,
Do not talk to me about fucking Ditto.
Slazer hasn't got
Okay.
his Ditto yet.
No, I
Okay.
haven't.
You
To be
haven't?
fair,
This sounds-
they updated the game so I can't run it on my iPad anymore, so I'm kind of screwed.
Oh,
Well, actually,
thank-
before we jump onto the next Switch thing, because we're talking about Pokemon Go, I'll jump straight to the next thing of Pokemon Go while we're talking about it. Gen 2 Pokemon are coming to Pokemon Go soon.
oh.
Yes, when they data mined a recent update, all the Gen 2 Pokemon sounds have been added, so it's fair to assume they're very
next.
near.
I
Who's
might
next?
dabble
They're
back in
next.
that. It'll be quite weird playing that because I know for a fact if I play it like at work, like I was doing, like when we go out for lunch and stuff, people at work won't know any of the Gen 2 Pokemon.
Really?
Whereas- no, I don't. Because I'm quite young.
Into your,
See, I
into
can
your
understand like Gen 3 onwards not knowing, but Gen
Yeah.
2 was still kind of one
Well,
of
I know, but how old were we when they came out? Would you say?
we 10 or 11?
And like some of the people at work, like I think I'm one of the youngest there, so some of them probably won't have played Gold and Silver.
Shame on them.
I know exactly, but I'd be like, oh, what's this? Oh, that's a Totodile. This is a Feraligatr. And this is a Crocodile?
If they don't
Right.
fall in love with Totodile on first sight,
I
they're
love
wrong.
Totodile. Totodile's my favourite. I'll be trying to catch him if I find him. But yes, it'll be quite weird if we go out doing that. And they'll be like, what's this? Oh, it's whatever it is.
Oh, it's a wiggly butt.
That looks like a Jigglypuff. No, it's not. It's not a Jigglypuff.
Jigglypuff.
Wasn't Pichu in Gen 2 as well?
Pichu's Gen 2.
It's like-
a lot of the babies.
Yeah, is this a Pikachu? No, it's a Pichu. What's the difference? I'm not even going to bother explaining.
It's more adorable.
It's Totodorbs.
Actually, what we're saying, I'm not betraying Pikachu. Pikachu's still more adorable. Screw you, Pichu. Sorry. Not the point of this
It's
conversation.
all about Mimikyu, get it right.
Wasn't that the movie before? Was it Pikachu's Big Adventure, like the short before the first Pokemon movie?
I'm not
There's
great
been
with
a bunch
movies.
of
and it had. I'm
Wait,
sure it had Pichu in it.
not that
Or was it the one after
The
that?
short before the first movie has like Snubble and Maril and
Oh
Lemon
yes,
Park.
sorry. Yeah.
It's the second or the third one that has the Pichus in it.
Yeah. I kind of want to Google it now, but I'm not going to.
They're
That's
the
not.
Pichu brothers.
The
but
Pichu
I'm
brothers,
sure
I remember
you
that one.
knew
Yep.
that.
So don't sing that. I don't want to get a copyright takedown. And I'm not editing you out. I might put some
Okay.
like random like elevator music over the top of you when you sing that. Anyway, back to Switch news. After our little detour to Pokemon Go, French indie studio Any Arts Productions have announced Seasons of Heaven, which is a new adventure game to be released exclusively on Nintendo Switch. Seasons of Heaven's story is based on a little-known French novel of the same name, I've never heard of it, which centers on a group of survivors in a post-civilization world.
Yes.
I mean, I don't know if I'm interested yet, but it's good to see Switch games coming out and people going like, yep, we're making a
Yeah.
game, here it is.
Yeah, it runs on Unreal 4 as well.
Which makes sense.
Yeah, but no, it sounds like it's good news for Nintendo, like getting some sort of
Yeah.
exclusive games coming
I mean,
already.
hey,
announced.
if it's a launch day thing that I can download or something, then I'll probably look into it, because, need those day one games.
You'll not
so.
play it, Slazer. You'll be going on your backlog. You've still got your GameCube games to finish.
I love how if he's got a backlog on his Nintendo Switch on day one. That'd be so
would
fucking amusing.
would it surprise you?
No.
Exactly.
It'd find a way.
Yeah. I'll just buy all these 10 games, start them all. Oh no.
I mean, let's be honest, I'm going to be picking up cheap Xbox One games next year, so I'll have a backlog for my Scorpio before I buy my Scorpio.
Oh god. Well, I can recommend you
Slazer.
some.
Blazer is the man.
He is. He's a man. He's a man with a plan. But anyway, yeah. So the game stars as a young boy called Jan with Asperger's syndrome and Annie, who's his French bulldog. So obviously it'll probably explore like the relationship between them two, I assume, and stuff like that.
Yes.
But no, it looks pretty cool as well. Like just looking at a few screenshots that have been released, it looks quite nice.
I am down to clown with this game, so...
What?
What?
What was that in English?
He wants that game.
Fair
I'll
enough.
translate.
You translate for me. I don't get
Thanks-
these.
Thanks, Laura.
I don't get these Welsh people.
These complicated phrases that no one uses.
Slater's
Well,
so
we-
young and hip.
We don't speak like that in Newcastle. If you can't tell, man, pet.
You don't speak.
Can I?
We try not to. So yeah, so that's some Nintendo Switch news. It's been a good week for Nintendo based on that, really.
Yeah.
I think we can safely say.
Switch hype is slowly increasing.
And then I think, is it January the 12th? Well, they'll be talking about Switch a
I
little
don't know
bit
the
more.
exact date. I know it's January.
I think it's January the 12th.
Is it actually January the 12th?
I'm gonna... Let's have a look.
That's
January
pretty cool. Didn't know that.
12th. Why is it pretty cool,
I know
Laura?
it's first half of January, but
Well, I mean, it's quite close to my birthday.
Yeah, January 12th they're going to announce more stuff.
like
There you
a
go.
release date. Fingers crossed.
Yeah, that'll be the release date probably.
And the price.
Yeah, so we'll obviously talk about more of that roundabout then, really. I was trying to pick a date to talk about it, but obviously it's a Thursday then, so it'll be
We'll
the
talk
next
about
episode.
it when it happens.
We'll talk about
Wait,
that.
wait. January 12th to Thursday?
Yes.
Oh, crap. Carry on.
I hate Thursdays as well.
That's not my problem with that.
So, next news item is that Dragon Quest Heroes 2 is coming out here in late April.
Yeah.
So, take it away.
I'll give you the exact dates. Where are we? 28th of April in Europe, and I think it's a week before that in America.
That's
This is the Dragon Quest Musou game, so like the Dragon Quest Samurai Warriors game, kind of a sequel to the original one, which also put a bit of like, I want to say tower defense / strategy elements in the Musou, which was kind of weird and cool and different. I mean, I've sold my soul a long time ago to Dragon Quest, so I'll be buying this, so we continue to get more Dragon Quest. But yeah, hey, if you like the original or if you like Musou games, then check it out.
I love the idea that you're just buying it to guarantee that you get some more Dragon Quest games.
Yes, I need Dragon Quest 11 whenever that comes out. I mean, I'm buying Dragon Quest 8 in January too, but Dragon Quest 8's amazing, so. I have Dragon Quest 7 lying in my drawer.
Have you played it?
Wrapped.
Or was it in your backlog?
It's wrapped. That's how. Yeah.
Wrapped? Who's the present for?
Not you.
Oh,
Aw,
Slazer.
I thought it was going to be me then. I was like, it's not you, but it
It's
is
not
you!
Laura.
Oh, it's just like, oh.
Surprise, Secret Santa. It's.
Imagine if he bought you Dragon Quest though. It's not even my type of game.
I say it's not even a present. It's a trade-in for game.
Oh, I'd never do that to you, Slazo.
Thank you.
I would. I'd record the whole I'd record the whole thing. I'd be like, "Can you just
What?
let me record this trade-in? It's for a friend."
I'm not gonna lie, that would be the weirdest. Like, the gaming employee would be so freaked
So
out.
I'm off to some new friends, people. If you wanna sign up, let me know.
Sign up.
If you really want to go, say adultfriendfinder.com. If that's what you're after.
Just want friends, dear, not friends with benefits.
I'm gonna be honest, Squiggy. I don't know about you, but my friendship. If Slazo loses my friendship, that's not what he needs replacing. Don't know about your friendship with him.
Well, what you don't know, Laura. What you don't know. Anyway, our last news item is about the PS4. So you may have seen some tweets from Sony, from probably everyone. PS4 has sold over 50 million units in just over 3 years of being on sale, which is pretty impressive, to say the least.
I applaud them.
I do. It's very impressive. They've won how many months of NPD against the Xbox as well?
I don't know how they're doing at the end of the year at the moment, to be fair.
Yeah, but it's
Considering
still
like the Xbox had a strong few months.
Yeah, but it hitting 50 million. They've overtaken the Super Nintendo, the N64, and the Sega Genesis. They are 12 million behind the NES, and 35 million behind the Xbox 360.
And then the PS2 and the Wii in the distance.
Well, they're still 108 million behind the PS2. But the thing is, though, if you think how long they've been out, I mean, obviously I know consoles don't sell so many years after the release, but if you think, how long were PS2s available for in PlayStations and Wii, well, Wii just was a massive success. Wii just took off massively. But if you look at all the other, like the 360, the PS3, they had a longer lifespan. And if PS4 is at 50 million now after 3 years, it's only going to go up, obviously. It can't go down, which would be quite surprising.
Yeah, but the rate of sales is going to slow.
Yeah, but I mean, it won't. But you would I think I would expect it to overtake PS3 by the time it's done. Especially
I can believe it'll overtake PS3 because PS3 had a very slow start.
Yeah,
so
but PS3 actually sold more units than the 360.
Eventually.
Yeah, it's at 1 million.
That's the thing. Everyone's like, PS3 beat 360. I'm like, at the end.
Yeah.
The 360 killed it for like 5 years.
Yeah. But no, so I think it'll go. I think it'll go above them too. If it overtakes the Wii, then it's that's very impressive. But I can't see that. I really can't.
It won't. It would, like the Wii, like things like the Wii, the PS2, and the DS rode like waves of momentum.
The only way I could see it happening is because obviously it'll include the sales of the Pro.
It won't, because the Wii includes the sales of the Wii Mini and other things.
No, but I mean, like, the only way I could see it, because that includes the sales, is if, like, they don't have a PS5 for, like, another, like, very long time, if that makes sense.
Yes.
Like, if they just sort of keep upgrading the, like, under the PS4 name, that's the only way I could see it getting up to those sales figures.
I don't think it'll do it.
But it won't happen. But if they kept, like, just adding, like, PS4 Pro, PS4 Pro Plus.
Don't.
I shouldn't give them ideas. Sony might be listening. Sony, it's not a PS4 Pro Plus. You don't want that. But no, that is pretty good. 50 million in 3 years for Sony. that is good. I don't know the sales for the Xbox One, but I think it's around 30 million. I think.
Maybe. I don't know off the top of my head. It's more than the Wii U.
Yeah, well. I think I've traded more games in the game than Wii U sold. That's not the point.
Wow.
Yeah, I went there. I still have my Wii U.
That figure doesn't help Wikipedia.
Nice, guys.
It's just a random estimate.
No, it's like 3 million as of December 2013. It's like, great.
Yeah, so if you just like...
Been a few years.
Yeah, so we'll go for about 4.5 million. I'm joking. Anyway, that's the news. Let's have a look at some games coming out this week. So, we have Bastion on the Xbox One, which comes out on December the 12th, so that is already out if you're listening to our lovely podcast.
I sincerely hope everyone's played Bastion by this point.
I have never played Bastion.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Cesar, do you want to give us a quick overview of what Bastion is for those uneducated people who haven't played it? Shame
Who
on
are
them.
in this podcast.
Shame on them people.
Yeah.
Shame.
Shame on our podcast, Laura.
Nice.
Cool. It's a cool little game where you run around beating up enemies, 2D isometric kind of thing. You have a town which you plan out with upgrades and stuff, which let you kind of get more potions and weapons and other cool things. It's kind of story driven in that you have a narrator who literally narrates everything you do. So if you go on a wild rampage for no reason, he'll narrate that. If you fall off like an idiot, he'll narrate that. If you beat up the narrator when you meet him in the town, he'll narrate that.
I want to play that now.
It is.
Can you give the narrator
really
a name?
I can't remember who does it off the top of my head.
Oh.
But it's really cool. Has a really good soundtrack. It's by is it Supergiant? I think I always get Supergiant and Supermassive mixed up.
Oh, God, you're asking
The
wrong
people who
person
made
here.
Transistor afterwards. So
You're asking the wrong people here.
yeah, it's really cool, and I do.
Supergiant.
Yeah, there it was one of the two. I do recommend giving it a whirl if you get the chance. It is good fun. I prefer Transistor, but
Is this coming out as like actual? You've got to pay for it. It's not part of the like
Don't ask
backwards
me.
compatibility sort of thing.
Don't ask me.
But you're the one
I
that
don't
told
know
us
that
about
much.
it.
I don't know an Xbox One.
Oh, let's have a quick Google.
It's been on PS Plus, if I know that much in the past.
Bastion coming to Xbox One and
how it
360
is,
owners
I
get it
don't know.
free.
Don't know how people haven't played it.
No, you've got to. You'll get it. You'll get it free. Did you have it on the 360?
Yeah.
Oh, you won't. You've got to have an Xbox One by January the 1st, 2017 to get it for free.
Well, I've lost.
Yeah, but that's quite good of them that they'll give it to people for free who already had it. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But then after that, it's going to be $14.99.
It was one of the big kind of summer of arcade games back in the time when summer of arcade was a big thing. So yeah, well worth checking out.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Next on the list is Super Mario Run for iOS. That comes out on December the 15th, which is the day after this podcast goes up. So
Always requires an internet connection.
I saw that and I was like, well, no.
Nintendo, what are you doing?
It is a bit weird.
It's a bit weird considering like how you're supposed to play it on a plane. Like if people, you know what I mean, like people play mobile games.
It's a game for mobile devices. It needs an internet. What?
Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's like you may as well say you need to plug it in all the time.
Could you imagine if that was the thing they'd add? Like it drains your battery to the degree that you literally need
But
to have
it will
plugged
though.
in.
If you always need an internet connection, it will drain it because it'll always be accessing your data. It'll drain it
Oh, that's...
because if you think
Oh, no.
Pokemon Go was a massive battery drain, But obviously that was accessing your data in your Jeep in your location. So if that needs your data on all the time, it's be like, well, that's your battery on.
I think I haven't even really looked into the game, so I don't know, like, because they're like, oh yeah, this will be the help of Nintendo's big launch into mobile, and I'm like, really? Mario on a mobile? I don't see it.
It would work if it didn't have that, because then how can you play it on an iPad as well? If your iPad only has Wi-Fi and you move out of the Wi-Fi range?
I mean, I'd just play it at home, but...
Yeah, but do you know what I mean? Like, say you took your iPad, like, out, so you were going away.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean.
Stuff like that. Like, you can play your Vita, obviously, without an internet connection.
Yeah.
You can play your 3DS without an internet connection.
It's a really weird one. And on top of, like, the price and everything as well, it's like... I don't think this is going to take off like they think it is.
I don't think the price is too bad.
The price is because you'll pay, like, at least you get what it says on the tin sort of thing. Like, that one-off price is pretty...
I don't know, in the mobile market, it's...
I know, well, to be fair, mobile market, everyone wants it for free with adverts, so it's... I don't...
Yeah, that's the big problem with that.
Yeah. I think the mobile market's spoiled. I don't think the price is the deal breaker.
Don't get me wrong. I agree the mobile market's spoiled.
Yeah.
But that's the market you're going for. So.
Well, I think people will get over it. I don't think people will get over this Wi-Fi.
I think people will pay money for a game franchise that they know. Whereas if you look on the App Store, like how many games are like, there's a few games that obviously are 69p, 99p. Then you've got games that are like $3.99, but you've never heard of them before. And it's like, well, why am I paying $3.99 for that? But someone might say, oh, a Mario game for $15.99. And they see what it's all about. It's like, oh, well, it's Mario. It's going to be good. It might be worth the $15.99. And then they try and play it when they're in the car with no data connection or out and about.
I thought it was 8. Is it 16?
I thought it was £16.
It's 16 quid. That's going to crash and burn horribly.
I think it was. I'm not sure.
Like, fully fledged JRPGs from Square Enix don't cost that bloody much.
I'm interested in the price now. I want to know. I say £15. I might have just heard £15 randomly.
I really hope that's dead on arrival if it's that much.
Where's the price of it? I need to view in iTunes, but I don't really want to open iTunes.
It doesn't tell me on my iPad. I loaded it up and it just went, oh, we'll notify you. I'm like, that's not helpful.
Yeah. See if I can quickly... I don't want to try and load iTunes, actually, because it'll probably break this computer. But yeah, I thought it was a bit dearer, unless it was $15.
That would make sense.
That's what that might have been. No, sorry, no, $7.99 in the UK.
Okay.
And $9.99 in the US.
That's still a little on the steep, but not as bad.
It's not as... Yeah, I thought it was dearer than that.
£10 plus was DOA, so...
But you can actually pre-order it now, like you can on like the PlayStation Store and stuff like that. So when it comes to then, it just unlocks.
If you really, really need a Mario fix.
But it's the first game that can actually do that.
Is it?
Yeah. I think it is, yeah. So that's quite cool. Maybe it is like Nintendo actually trying to do something, but it'll be interesting to see how it takes off. Like even like first week sales of it.
I don't think it will. I think it'll like have a nice spike at week 1. I mean, I think I'll just die a death. Like Miitomo did, basically.
Yeah. But I just don't. Yeah, I just don't get the Wi-Fi thing or the always internet. I think that's going to be the
deal breaker.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think that'll be so much of a deal breaker. I think it'll be a case of that'll stop retention massively. Yeah. Because people are like, oh, can't play it. Well, fuck this game. Anyway.
Yeah. Because that's the thing. Like, I know we're saying like, what happens if you go on a plane and stuff? But what if you go like in a tunnel and like you lose your 3G?
You're just running along like
that's what I mean. Like fair enough. Like you would know.
Imagine?
That's what like fair enough. You would know you couldn't play it on a plane because of that sort of thing. But like say on a train, because obviously trains go into tunnels quite a bit, and you lose your mobile signal for like those 20 seconds.
Sorry. I just love the idea that as soon as a tunnel happens, everyone screams in unison, "Why Mario?" And it's like,
and then you're all looking around like, "Will you play Mario? Yep. Will you play Mario? Yep." We're not playing
Nintendo.
Anymore. Yeah.
Yeah. I like that.
I don't get that part, but we'll see what sales figures are like. We'll probably maybe talk about that. Well, if maybe like first day sales are launched, first day launch sales. That's just launch day. Launch day sales are announced like before we record the next one. We might talk about it then, but probably not. Last game on my list is Don Bradman Cricket 17. So this was originally scheduled to come out on the 22nd of December, but it has been moved forward to Friday the 16th of December.
Oh, hallelujah.
Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait for some cricket.
Really? Why can't you wait for this particular game, Squiggy?
Well, I do love me a cricket game, Slazer, but I played Don Bradman Cricket 16, and it was really good. And they've made a lot of improvements to this one. There's more creation options available. Women are in the game for the first time ever.
Sorry,
That's not the reason I want to...
No, it's the way you... Women.
Women? Cricketers.
Women
like
are
you-
included.
It's like you edited that out and just went women, and then tag are
Had the
included.
rest part in. Yeah, that's what I was going for.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I was going for.
Okay, I mean, I'm great. I did like this news when it came out because it's about time, but about time.
My predominant memory of Don Bradman cricket is seeing Game Grunts play it a few years ago, and they literally, for the better part of an hour, had no idea how to play the game.
Oh, well, you see, it's...
'Cause it's the least intuitive thing.
Do you know what?
In
But it's, the
universe.
thing is, though, like, the control scheme's difficult, but it makes sense if you play cricket.
I'm sure it does.
Like,
but
do you know what I mean? Like, how the controls work make a lot more sense if you're used to
Right.
playing cricket.
But you could have like a simple control scheme for idiots.
Yeah, I
and
know.
then-
I don't disagree with that, but that's the that's like why I've never had an issue with it, because I'm used to because I play cricket in real life, sort of thing. But no, I'm excited to play that. I'm actually going to pre-order it and get it day one. I never
You
thought.
really?
I am actually. I never thought I'd say that, but I actually am going to do it, and it should be good. I hope it's good. It better be good.
This is in your Fave 5 for the year, I swear to God.
Well, that's why I'm going to put off doing my Fave 5 for a little bit of time.
You're going to wait till the end. Yeah, you're going to be the
I'll be
last,
the last
one.
one to go. Yeah. No, it's like Don Bradman cricket, because obviously it used to be Brian Lara cricket, and that kind of stopped a little bit. But now Don Bradman cricket is like the one that's taken over. I think it's been done by the same people who did Brian Lara cricket.
Brian Lara have a horrendous kind of public scandal.
No.
Oh no, you didn't Tiger Woods, okay.
No, he didn't Tiger Woods. No, I think they just stopped it because obviously Brian Lara retired, but Don Bradman is like seen as a cricketing legend.
Yeah, cricket moves on, Slays.
I've never heard of him
You've
outside
never heard of
this.
Don Bradman?
No,
Oh, Slazer, I'm going to educate you quickly on Don Bradman before we move on.
no,
No, I'm sorry, I'm going to.
don't care.
No, Don Bradman, referred to as the Don.
Legitimately don't care.
He's I don't care. He's an
Viewers
Aussie.
don't care either.
I don't care. This is like
No.
but no, but this
I'm,
he
forci-
actually
I'm
has
forcibly talking over this segment.
no.
Leave me
He
alone.
actually does have like quite
No,
an interesting.
I don't care.
He's got quite an interesting
Stop.
story.
No,
No, I don't care.
I don't care.
You can't do this, Slazer, to me.
Yes, I can.
I listen to you talk about your rubbish JRPGs. You can listen to me talk about Don
When?
Bradman.
When have I talked about JRPGs in this entire bloody podcast?
Your rubbish JRPG.
We've done it before. We've done it before. That's all I'm going to say. But
Sorry. it's
just
quite
like
funny.
yeah, Don Bradman was the greatest cricketer of all time, pretty much. He had a test average of
No,
99.94,
no, stop.
which is the highest average ever. He would have had an average of 100, but something happened
Oh
in one
my
game.
god.
But anyway, there we go. Let's talk about some plugs. Anyone got any plugs?
I mean, I don't want to plug cricket anymore. I feel it's got a little bit of a showcase.
Well, it didn't really. Slazer being a
I
little
want
bitch.
to. I mean,
Slazer.
I want to take credit and plug Slazo's awesome article from last week.
I don't want to plug it.
It gave me joy.
What was it? Was it about Don Bradman?
It was about his 5 favourite Don Bradman
I was going to say
games.
5 facts you didn't know about Don Bradman.
5 facts. Like, it's not even about the game at this point. It's just about Don Bradman.
It's just about the Don.
It's about 5 rage-inducing bosses.
Oh, I did actually read that. Actually, yeah. No, it was.
I'd
it
like
was
to
good.
see what makes Slazers angry. Apparently,
Well,
Don Bradman should be added to this list. I found that really good, and I think everyone should check it out at retromastered.com.
Yeah,
do.
if you want to know what drove me up the bloody wall and then some, yeah, check out that list.
And if you
It's
want
good-
to check
good-
it out a bit
good
more,
start,
just
by
rewind
which
back
you mean
5
start.
minutes, and you can see Slazer losing his mind over Don Bradman. Sorry, Slazer.
Fucking Bouldergeist, man. Fuck Bouldergeist.
Yeah, I know. Don Bradman would have sorted him out. What a guy. What a guy Don Bradman was. Did I tell you? No, I'm joking.
I'm making Don Bradman the bloody image for this podcast.
Get in. So yeah, have you got anything to plug, Laura?
No, I would like to plug the site in general and how great the staff are.
Well, yeah,
Thank
are.
you.
We are
That's
good.
you two.
I must admit, we are pretty good.
I have nothing realistically to plug at the moment. I mean, I'm working on stuff for other sites, but not so much for Retro at the moment. But hey, Fave 5 week's coming up in the nearish future, so stay
Yeah.
tuned for that.
Well, there's
So
a few
scared
things, there's
about
a few
that.
things coming up. Be like,
That's going to be
our
fun
5
for half of us, because half of us don't have one yet.
Like our 5.
I have enough. I have enough actually. It's just all from the first 6 months.
But could you
so
put
it's
them
like,
in? Could you put them in? Could you rank your number 1 favorite
You don't
game?
need to rank them.
Yeah,
Well,
You could.
The way we
I
usually
could.
rank them is we have like one that is our de facto favourite and then just
And then
four.
Yeah,
others,
that's what I
yeah.
mean. Like, could
I
you
could do
like?
that.
Yeah.
I have a de facto one.
See, I don't at the minute. That's my problem.
Mm.
Like, I've got.
There was no Metal Gear game this year, so Squiggy's like, I don't know what to do
Well,
anymore.
actually, now you mention it, they did release the definitive edition.
Hmm.
If that counts.
It does.
It
No,
does. Oh, there we go.
it does, because if he's
Yeah.
basing it on the definitive edition, it does. But I don't think he
No,
played
I'm
it.
not gonna. No, I won't.
I'm 90% sure he
The
didn't
only,
play
the
it.
only question I have, which we can talk about now quickly, is remasters.
Yeah, they count if it's a remaster collection, because I had this conversation with a member of our site, and I said if it's released this year, then if you're judging it on the whole package that it was released,
Yeah,
then yeah.
fair enough.
Yeah, sure. As long as it's a game that came out this year.
Yeah, because I feel like you may be asking about the same game in the
Oh,
Bioshock
right.
collection,
Yeah.
and I
Remasters
counted
count if it's
yeah.
just a straight-up port.
a re-release, like if it's Pac-Man being released on Android.
Or if it's like,
I don't know.
Bastion coming out on Xbox One sort of thing.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, no, just like because if anyone who listens wants to sort of join in with their top 5, feel free to tweet us at Retro Remastered or tweet any one of us,
Let us know.
or let us know in the comments below if you're listening on YouTube. Yeah, forgot about YouTube. Get the YouTube plug in there when it goes up.
Let us know, but bear in mind, if you say a game that isn't mine, you're wrong.
But if you do pick Don Bradman Cricket 17,
I will fucking... no.
Everyone comment. I might actually add Don Bradman to mine.
I will send you a signed cricket bat by
Oh,
some.
thanks.
some
Oh,
good-
wait,
some good
okay,
guy.
everyone do it. Everyone do it.
Yeah.
It's going to send out like hundreds of these things.
I'll send you a signed cricket bat. Yeah, I'm not saying who
It's
signed
gonna be
it.
it's signed by him. But it's just depressing.
I'm getting my autographs out there, getting my name done. Anyway, we'll move on to our topic of the week. So, because the next few weeks we've got some like big topics to discuss, like obviously Game of the Year, Disappointment of the Year, and what we're looking forward to.
Video games. Oh, yeah, sorry, end of the year, yeah.
Yeah. So we've got like all of our end of year wrap ups to do in the next few podcasts. I thought this one, a nice little chilled one, quite short, quite sweet. Quite sweet. So obviously I think it was this week, DICE did say that Star Wars Battlefront 2, not Star Wars Battlefront 2, the next Star Wars Battlefront is going to have a single player campaign. So I thought, we're all massive Star Wars fans here. Why don't we sort of look at what we'd like to see from the campaign? Like, where we'd like to see it go, what we'd like to see it involve, or...
Well, I couldn't care less, so this is all you twos.
Do you not play Star? Do you not like Star Wars? Laser?
I don't care about Star Wars, no.
Oh, this is awkward.
Have fun, you two.
You could have told us this before we started it.
I told you years ago, mate.
I don't remember these things.
Remember the part where I've not seen episode 7?
Remember the part when I was calling the Switch the NX before? I don't remember things. Remember that. Unlike me. So Laura, where would you like to see Star Wars Battlefront 2 single player campaign go?
In an original, basically, to start off, I just want it to be original. Like, I don't want a retelling of the movies in any form, because I have the Lego games for that.
Yeah.
I think that's, like, the basic requirement for me. To be fair, I know Rogue One is about this, but I do like that era, and I don't think it's been that well covered in the video games. I'd like something like that. Something a little bit off-book, not straight up Jedi v Sith sort of thing.
Yeah.
That's what I would hopefully want. I mean, I feel free to bounce more ideas off me, Squiggy, but my basic requirement is be original and just not basically a telling of a Jedi v Sith. I'm thinking, basically, I don't want a Force Unleashed style, because I did enjoy the Force Unleashed
that was
story
original,
a bit.
but it was like Jedi versus
Yeah,
Sith.
but it was very cliche.
Yeah. But would you like to see any like cameos from any characters, or be based around like something like that?
I mean, cameos are always welcome to me. Like, I wouldn't want it to be too forced, though. Like, I wouldn't randomly want... Like, I know it's getting rave reviews at the moment, and by the time this comes out, I think some people may have seen Rogue One.
Rogue One is getting brilliant reviews from what I've seen.
I know. A lot of thought, like, mentions about Darth Vader, obviously, being bad, all
Yeah.
that stuff, because of the time. That seems like it's justified in that film, obviously. I wouldn't like just to see, like, the equivalent is I wouldn't want to just see, oh, we set a game, Yoda happens to be, we could justify Yoda being on this planet at this time, so here's randomly Yoda.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't want that, because that is something that just devalues a character. And once again, the Lego games can do that, because the Lego games are tongue-in-cheek fun. So...
Yeah. No, the thing for me is, like, I could see them going both ways. They could either do original, but then I don't know where they would go, like, with the focus on original as in, like, taking place between some of the movies. Like, I don't know, would it be, like, between I was going to say between 6 and 7, sort of like Kylo Ren's rise to where he is, like the First Order, like the rise of them and everything. Could they do something like that? Like it'll be original, but then
you know the Kylo Ren cult. Not the cult. The thing he destroyed. He's the destroyer of whatever. They mention it in the first film.
The thing in Knights of the
Ren. Knights of the Ren. That'd be quite cool.
Yeah, but then are they going to sort of look at that in another style? The thing is, like, it depends how close EA work with, like, the people from Lucas and Disney.
Yeah.
That'll be the thing, because I could see them doing, like, an in-betweeny Star Wars movie. Like, even one, like, in theory, that could be, like, really annoying and really, like, hated by everyone, and do a one of Anakin completing his training with Obi-Wan, if they really wanted to be annoying, but then that's a bit like The Force Unleashed sort of thing. So I don't know, but I'd like to see, but then they could go like, they could do how they've done with the Battlefield 1 story and split it into like 6 different really short stories where you play as different people throughout the whole thing, but they could do that so they can jump through all the trilogy, like one of either the original trilogy or the other trilogy sort of thing, and go through there so you play different scenes from different movies. If they want to like sort of pander to the fans that way, sort of do that. But then again, like, what scenes do you pick? Obviously you're going to have all the lightsaber battles between Luke and Darth Vader, so then where do you go in between that? You'll have the trench run from A New Hope, but then again it's like, well, it's been done before. That's the big thing. Like, if they went to go sort of and do sort of stuff that's already been done in the movies, it's already been done in games as well, because remember Rogue Squadron for the GameCube? I don't know if you've played that. Anyone?
I have. I really loved it. It was one of the games I owned onto the longest, if that made sense.
But that
like
starts,
even when I had the Wii.
But that starts with the trench run, like on the Death Star from the first one, and then it also goes on to Hoth, where you take down the AT-ATs and things like that. So I don't know. I'd be quite. I don't know. I'd like to see them go original, but I think it'd be difficult for them to do because of how many things Disney are doing now. Like in the Star Wars universe, like obviously the Han Solo movie, Rogue One, and I think there's another one that they're going to do, but I don't know what it is yet. So like, it could be difficult for them to find something, but then it's like they're going to have to get a balance between what's already been done from the movies and then what can still be done and still be like decent. So I remember doing the Darth Vader Skywalker fight from the end of Jedi, but I did that in an arcade machine. I don't know, did you ever, like, when you were younger, did you ever play that?
Yeah, I did.
And it's like stuff like
Star
that.
Wars.
And it's like, it's difficult for them. Like, I think it really is difficult. But I don't know. We'll see. Obviously, there'll be more stuff coming out about that probably over the next year. But yeah, it's a very short topic. It's very short and very sweet. Cesar, what are your thoughts on Star Wars?
Pew pew, bam bam bam. It's a franchise for people who give a shit about not that great space franchises.
I want more pew pews.
I couldn't care less. I'm not gonna lie. I never got into Star Wars as a kid. I didn't get into it as an adult.
I'm quite shocked at that. I thought you would love Star Wars. I don't know why.
I've never been. I didn't get into a lot of those nerd movie franchises. Like I didn't get into Lord of the Rings either.
Whoa! Lord of the Rings as well.
Lord of the Rings is quite nerdier than Star Wars.
I love Lord of the Rings.
I'm not denying that people don't love them. I'm just saying.
Oh no, he is. He's literally hanging you out to dry.
Oh, I'm shocked.
I didn't get into movies like that as a kid. Just didn't care.
You didn't watch movies.
Exactly.
Yeah, fair enough. I'll let you off. But yeah, so Cesar has no opinion on a Star Wars game, but you'll probably still be very opinionated about it.
Do you reckon, Cesar, out of interest, if it got 5-star reviews,
would you buy it?
Right. Oh, would I buy it? No.
Don't worry, I'll finish a question off for you. You wouldn't buy it? So, fair enough.
No, that was in my question, sorry. Did you want more?
So you would never buy it no matter what?
It's Game of the Year, everyone's saying it's Game of the Year, it's literally hailed as the greatest video game of all time, and you're like, it's Star Wars, no.
You'd be too busy playing John Bradman cricket.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, that would be the second Game of the Year in this weird imaginary year that we're having.
I mean...
Trump's also president.
Oh my god! It's true!
There are so many like classic games that were probably like Game of the Year or Heralded as the greatest, and I just don't bother. Like Doom is one from this year that people are going, "Oh, it's amazing! You need to check it out." I'm like, "Nah, I don't care."
I do need to check that out, but I'm the same as you. Like, not for that, but there's
It's
just some
like
games that you
good
don't
for it.
fancy.
I'm like, good for it if it is amazing. Sure, that's great. I'm happy for the people who love it. I just couldn't see myself ever giving a crap.
No, that's fair enough. That's fair enough. Because then I was going to ask the next question: if you were to buy it, would you like to play scenes from the movies you've not seen? Because obviously it would be original to you, or would you rather see something completely like new for everyone? But
I'd rather an individual narrative.
yeah,
Is
fair
that
enough.
because you don't have to then know about the other stuff?
Well, partly that, but also partly that I'd rather he didn't just retread the same territory over and over and over. Because it
Okay,
makes for very formulaic storytelling.
This is gonna...
Because, I mean, it's like, well, I know what happens, so why am I invested in the
Yeah,
story?
I don't mean like a regurgitation. I mean like, you know, we said original, but with you, because let's hypothetically say you never watched Star Wars. I know you have. But, you know, I mean, like, you were completely not interested. Do you think
Right.
it's unfair that the games would expect you to know what happened in the movies?
I feel like if you're a good storyteller, you should be able to get around that.
Right, that's all I wanted to know. That's all I wanted to garner.
Sure, there could be, like, references in the background, like, say
But,
they
like,
talk
other
about,
people... Like,
say they
wink,
talk
wink,
about,
nudge.
oh, no, we don't want it to have, like, what happened on Shlobby Bobby Boo, and you go, oh,
Oh,
I saw
that
the
planet. I remember
I
that.
love Flubby Wobby Boo Boo. Wait, that sounds like I'm saying Honey Boo Boo. I love Honey Boo Boo.
You know, like that, where it's like a background reference that doesn't impact the story, but it, like, if you know of it, you go, oh, that's cool. That's it.
Yeah,
But-
I was gonna
yeah.
say like a reference that happened in number 7, but you've not seen it, so it doesn't matter. Anyway, Slazer Man. So yeah, so that was our topic of the week. You know, give us your thoughts below in the comments. You know, talk about them. See what would you like from a Star Wars Battlefront 2 single player campaign. So now-
Stargate Battlefront, now we're talking. But
Now what?
it's fine, go on.
No, Slazer. What did you say?
No, that was a one-off joke. Go on, carry on.
Well, it definitely was a one-off. So anyway, it's now time for our last segment of the show, which is the top 50. Every week, most weeks, when there's 3 of us here, one of us lovely, delightful, my favourite people in the whole world, pick a game, nominate it, give it a little pitch, and then we all have a vote. Obviously the person who nominates it normally votes yes. I don't think it's happened yet where they voted no. And then we see if it makes it the top 50. There are some brilliant games in that list. How many games have we got, Slazer? Is it 48, did you say?
45.
45.
You're 45 down, 5
So we've
to
got
go.
45 games in there at the minute. So yeah, it is proven to be a bit difficult to get games in. I think last week Laura got... What game did you get in, Laura?
Phoenix Wright.
Phoenix
Wright
Wright.
is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Which I was really happy with myself about, because that was like very I wouldn't say risky, because I do think it would come up in a conversation about greatest video games of all time.
It's impressive. She did the pitch while being a robot. It was amazing.
It was
was,
great.
yeah.
That was also time, but it's more the fact
Yeah,
that
try
I was
editing that podcast.
nice. I was gonna say I'm more concerned that I don't think it's on everyone's top 50. It might be in people's top hundreds.
Yeah.
But getting it in the top 50 I was quite happy with, because I was a bit like, this is a bit of a risky card to play, and let's be honest, I've tasted rejection before and it did not taste nice.
Not as many times
But
as me,
Squiggy!
Oh,
unfortunately.
you two have, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I don't know what that feels like.
Yeah, well, I might know what it feels like again soon, so I might be able to tell you.
I'd say 10 minutes he's going to know what it feels like. Way up. I'm joking, Squiggy.
In 10 minutes, this is going to be our last ever Party Chat podcast.
It's been emotional, guys.
69.
But, you know, this is what you could like make me do. If this is how bad it gets, I might not.
I don't
I
want
might
to
not
make
even,
you...
No, I might not
I'm
even
not
make
finished
it.
that
I
sentence.
don't want to make you 69.
No, I know,
trust me.
that's how he worded that, isn't it? It wasn't just me.
I didn't mean
Right.
to word it like that. But anyway, yeah, it's my turn this week to nominate a game for the top 50. And it was quite a difficult one, because I already knew last week what franchise I wanted to put in. I think we actually spoke about it last week. But I couldn't decide which game from that franchise I wanted. And I've sat... Well, you heard me before the podcast started, me debating which one to put in. And I have gone for a game from the Mega Man franchise.
Oh, well, I was wrong.
And I have gone for Mega Man 2. But, did you know, in Japan, it's called Rockman 2 Dr. Willy no Nazo. And just because of that name, that belongs in the
No.
top 50.
Please
No.
tell me that's not your pitch.
No,
Oh
it's
my
not.
God,
It's not. I've
I'm
just
so
read that now.
scared!
It's not. But because of that, I think it belongs in. So anyway, Mega Man 2 is sort of critically acclaimed as the greatest Mega Man game, and it made a lot of improvements over the first game. such as, I'll get to that in a minute. So it obviously upgraded the graphics. A lot of people have called it, I've not played it myself personally, like very often. I say very often, I probably played the first level. A lot of people sort of have praised it for how well it makes sort of pixel art look, and it's one of the most beautiful pixel art games going, apparently. Shut up, Slazer. Mega Man X, I don't care about that.
Carry on, ignore me and Laura.
Well done for communicating with your eyes, Slazer.
Yeah. Yeah, well done, Slazer. So yes, Mega Man 2, it's been acclaimed as the best game of the franchise. It's got brilliant review scores. It has brilliant sales. It is the best-selling Mega Man game. It's sold 1.5 million copies worldwide. I am awful with my words this weekend. It's awful.
It's 1 million worthwhileness.
It's awful.
Hashtag scales.
It is at my words are. I apologise. Like, it's absolutely awful. But yeah, so it's one of those games where it improved over the original quite a lot. It improved the gameplay. It got rid of... This is going to sound weird. It got rid of a lot of the excessively difficult parts of the game, so it made it more open to other people. You know, like Laura.
Oh, nice. Insult the person you're pitching to.
Well,
Nice.
Well.
Love it.
Yeah, we're all friends here.
I don't know if we are after this.
So yeah, so it improved on that. It also improved the audio quite a bit, and I do know for a fact that some of the boss battle audio music and some of the stage audio music makes it onto like some of the best like soundtracks of all time because of how good it sounds. The boss battles, they were all improved. All the new boss battles, obviously. All the bosses apparently were amazing, and a lot of them have been listed in like some of the best video game bosses ever, like to face. And I just think from what I've seen of the game, from what I've heard people talk about the game, that it's one of the greatest. And I think we need a Mega Man game in there because of like its legacy. And I think this is probably the best Mega Man game there because of what they did, like to improve over the original one. And I think Mega Man 2 made Mega Man like popular, if that makes sense. Like it made it more accessible and more popular with a lot more people, and that spawned the number of Mega Man games you've got from then. Like I can't remember how many we're on to. 10? 11?
10 in the core.
10 in the core, and then you've got all the sub-series and stuff like that. And I think without Mega Man 2, I don't think it would have taken off as well as it did. That is my opinion. I think Mega Man 2 set the benchmark for Mega Man games, and I don't think after Mega Man 1 didn't do very well, I think Mega Man 2 like improved it all and then set the standard for all Mega Man games from then, and that's why I think that belongs in the top 50. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I don't like that.
Why Mega Man over like other side-scrolling shooting games?
Because I think Mega Man's got a big legacy. Like it's existed over a lot of console generations as well. Like obviously, you know, you've got the Marios and stuff like that, but I think Mega Man like it adds a little bit more to it. I could have picked like a Metroid game, but I just feel Mega Man because I just think it belongs there. To be honest, I think Mega Man is one of those like because it's gone on across like however many game numbers you've got there. Like you've got 10 main ones, like you said, and all the spin-offs and stuff. I just feel that that's had more of an impact than some of the other side-scrolling ones.
Right.
I don't like this. This is going to be a no. I'm already ready for the no. I'm ready for it.
I mean, I don't know. I like in the back of my head, I've been musing over like there should be some kind of side-scrolling retro style game, and Mega Man is one of the obvious candidates.
Yeah.
And you have picked the best one.
Yes! Thank you! You know what? I don't care if it doesn't make it on the list now. You said I've picked the best game in the franchise.
2 and 3 are the best ones.
Well, they were the two I was debating between.
You've picked the better one.
That was the thing, like... I was trying to pick between the two of them, and I was reading a bit on IGN.
Yeah.
I was having a quick read of it, and like a
2
lot of
has
people...
the most iconic bosses.
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
And I'm pretty sure at the end you fight all the Mega Man 1 bosses anyway, so...
We'll go with that. And I think, like, basically this is just a sentence from the IGN list. Practically every music theme is a standout classic, and I've listened to part of the Mega Man 2 soundtrack from, like, just when you listen to, like, random video game soundtracks on YouTube and stuff. And I do, like, every time it comes on, I'm like, that's from Mega Man. I've not played it, but because I've listened to it, I recognise it, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. And I just think I just think Mega Man, like you said, Mega Man 2 is the best one, but I think it's the one that propelled it to like the franchise it was back then. Obviously, it's not been the same.
It's not as big nowadays.
It's not as big now, but I think like it could have easily just fallen away without what Mega Man 2 did, and that's why I think, I think there's room for more than one side scroller in there. But I think because of what Mega Man 2 did for Mega Man as a whole, I think that's why that belongs in there, if that makes sense.
Okay. Laura?
Laura hates Mega Man.
I do hate Mega Man.
Why do you hate Mega Man, Laura?
He never loved me.
It's because it was too difficult, wasn't it? I was only saying that as a joke, but...
No, it's whichever one I ended up buying on 360 was absolute shite.
Was it 9 or 10?
I don't remember because, let's be honest, it was shite, and I just remember it being shite and nothing else.
9 came out. 9 was out on the 360.
Well, that's the point. 9 and 10 were the modern ones, which they made so they could run on those systems.
Yeah,
but...
and so was 10 as well.
Yeah,
but yeah, they didn't get good reviews at all. Well, they said they didn't get good reviews, but I think 9's the worst one. It was probably 9.
People were like, "We appreciate what you were trying to do," but
yeah. In one of the sentences, it might be too frustrating. So there you go. But yeah, I think there's room in the top 50 for more than one side scroller. So I don't think it just has to be a Mega Man game, because I think side scrollers were like a staple of, like a massive like boom of like console sales, like Generations and stuff. So I think there's room for more than one, but I do think Mega Man definitely deserves a place on there. And Mega Man 2 is the best Mega Man game. Don't me, Slazo. I don't like it. It's very dismissive. It's like
it's kind of, yes, it's a good game, but I'm trying to work out in my head, is it a top 50 game?
Well, I think it is, but obviously I nominated it.
I mean,
I don't like you anymore, Slazo. You've changed.
Not really.
You've changed, Slazo. You've changed.
I'm pretty sure I've always been this way.
You've changed.
Okay.
You've changed, Slazo.
I like change.
You've changed, Slazo.
Cool. Are you going to keep stalling, or...?
No. If I can tell you've changed, you might change your hair.
He literally knows that it's not going to go well, and he's literally just like, let's end the podcast here, guys.
Laura's going to say no because she doesn't like difficult games.
Right, passively aggressive insulting me does not help your case, right? If anything, I was going to vote something else, but now I'm going to vote this way to piss you off.
So you're going to vote yes?
No. How would that piss you off? I don't even want to know how your brain works.
Anyway, let's go straight to a vote. Laura?
No.
Why, Laura?
Because I just don't think it's anything special. I think it's a really overrated series that's glided for years. I think it's not as impactful as something like Sonic or Mario that have had poor outings, but they recover. Just to me, the one you use, it might be good. It's good for the franchise. I just don't think it's top 50 game compared to everything else, personally.
I'm staying completely quiet over that.
I know.
I think that was the worst no reason ever.
I don't even care at this point. Fuck Mega Man.
Slazo?
No, I understand Laura's logic. Like, he's a notable game hero, but he's not A-list. He's B-list, but he's not A-list. That being said, for the legacy he has had on video gaming, and because it's the best one, and because I honestly can't think of a more notable like side-scrolling shooter right this minute, as in like run-around shooter, not space shooter, but yeah, alright.
Come on, baby.
Just.
God, Slazo.
And only because I can't think of anything else.
Slazo, you were getting a Christmas card. Laura, well, I don't know what you're getting. But yeah, it's a yes from me as well, obviously. So, with 2 yeses, 2 out of 2, full house, full sweep.
Not quite, but...
Who's Laura?
1.9 out of 3.
Yeah. No. 2 out of 2. 2 yeses, just. Mega Man makes it on the list, joining great games such as Heavy Rain, Bioshock.
You're right, Heavy Rain's on this list. Of course Mega Man 2 can go on.
Thank you, Slazo. I should have said that before the start of the... I should have been like, look, Heavy Rain's on that list. That's my pitch for the next game.
Frankly, you could put bloody Big Mother Truckers on there, and that would be fine. It's better than Heavy Rain.
What about Don Badman Cricket 17?
Yeah, sure.
Right, that's my next one. There we go. So yeah, so Mega Man makes it on the list. So that is now 46 games on the list.
46.
So we're getting close to 50.
We are, and
Yeah.
you have not taken my one, so I'm good for next week.
That's good. We'll see if that gets on.
Better do.
This has been episode 61, I nearly said that wrong there, of the Party Chat podcast. Join us next week for episode 62. Hope you have a great week. Get in touch with us at Retro Remastered on Twitter, facebook.com/Retro Remastered, retroremastered.com. You can tweet us all individually. I'm at Jody Squires, Slazo is at Slazo King, Laura is at Law or Mega Man Hater 2K whatever.
Mega Man Hater 2K10.
2K whatever. But yeah, we'll see you next week. Have a good one.
Mega Man!